before I forget, happy birthday, Teresa. Teresa's birthday is tomorrow. So, Teresa's got 2 days that she likes me to be home. And that is her birthday and her anniversary. Now, I missed her birthday because we're planning a little mini vacation in the middle of July. So she said that would be okay to miss her birthday because we're going to take a vacation there in July. So she said I could stay out a couple extra weeks so we could make up for our vacation. But anyway, it's Teresa's birthday. Happy birthday, Teresa. All right. It is Tuesday afternoon, early evening. Today went pretty good. We got our military trucks unloaded really fast. I was actually pretty impressed with how fast they got them off. Sometimes some of those mass moves with the military can take a while, but they were on top of it. I was really impressed. So we got those off, and then we made our way over to pick up our next load on the Kansas side of Kansas City. We got a bunch of Kubota tractors is what we ended up with. And it took a little while to get loaded over there, and then it took longer to get everything strapped down because I have a pile of stuff on the trailer. I got tractors, I got pallets, I got buckets for the tractors. So got a little bit of everything. It did take a while to get it strapped down and secured onto the trailer. So let's go outside and we'll take a look at what we got. Today's video is not going to be any driving. We're going to be driving tomorrow, but I thought you guys might like seeing what we got on the trailer. Like I said, we got a little bit of everything out there. So let's go outside, take a look, see what we got. All right, we're outside here. I got the truck running. It's really hot, so hopefully it's not too loud. You guys can hear me. But let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, we got a little excavator. Now, what I had to do is the little Kubota excavator isn't like the Cat. The Cat has a tie down, chain tie down on the outside. This one didn't, and the guy said that I had to run a strap over the back of it. So I put a piece of carpet to protect the paint, plus protect my strap from any sharp edges. Used a 4-inch ratchet strap because you know I don't like my buckles or my winches over my tires. And then back here, this gets a little funny. This is the tie down for the front. Run a chain through the holes there, and then you can see on the back side there. Now, I wanted it pulling straight down, just like I have that one pulling straight down. But the problem is you couldn't get a binder from here to here. So what I ended up doing is I fed the chain down around the bottom, come back up, and ran the chain across the top of the trailer, come back down, and hook it in. And then I put my binder on the side of the trailer. I'm not a big fan of doing it like this. You have to make sure, or I make sure that my binder ends up in a hole to where the winch will work. If you don't get it centered just right, it's hard to get it to ratchet. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I've used this technique a couple times on other pieces. But yeah, so just run the chain under the bottom, come back up, and you run it across the top of the rub rail, and then hook it up, and then put your binder on the side there. And then, like I said, we got a couple pallets. I don't know what this is right in these boxes. That's a little bucket for this little excavator. Now, on this excavator, I had to run a strap across the top to hold the arm down, because this arm will bounce if you don't have a strap. And then if you look, let me step back a little bit. If you look, the strap goes up and comes back down on the same side. We got two big, well, big for me, front end loaders. I know they make bigger, but This is a pretty big piece of equipment to be on my trailer. So, and then they got the buckets. Now, it took me a while to figure out how to do these buckets, and what I ended up doing was crossing the straps over the top. I'll go up on the trailer and show you guys how I did that. But I ended up doing like an X across the top and kind of squeeze it in there. I would prefer if they would have loaded the buckets, because there's another bucket down there too. If they would have loaded the buckets sideways, it makes them a lot easier to secure. And then I got this one little piece of bar, this little piece of edge that goes on the bucket that I had to secure down. So I got a little 2-inch strap on that right there. And then on the front end loader, you remember I was talking about the Humvees, sometimes you have to cross the chains. Well, I had to do that on the with these front end loaders. So you notice how the far chain on the far corner comes to this side, chain on that side goes to that side. But we'll go up on the trailer and look around at them. And then I don't know what this stuff is, but they put 2 pallets of this stuff here, and I had to deal with that. They just kind of, I mean, for a better word, just threw it on there. But anyway, I got it secured enough. I used a 4-inch strap. There's a tie down. I mean, that's the tie down for the front end loader, right there. So same thing back here with the bucket, and then here's the edge plate for the bucket. Now that one's in there pretty tight. That's not going anywhere. And then if you step back, you notice that one's got like a cab on it, and that one doesn't. They're all going to the same place. Same thing back here. Use little pop-ups. So let's go on the other side here. I don't know, the sun's right in the camera. Let's do it this way. So that's what it looks like. And then I think this is a like a quick release for the bucket or something. I don't know. I think that's what that is though. There's the little excavator. And then you can see how I got the strap, and like I said, I put a piece of carpet there to protect the paint, plus protect my strap. There's a little piece sticking up right there. And then you can see how I ran the chain right there. So let's go up on the trailer, and I'll show you from the top. Okay, we're up on the top of the trailer now, and you can see from the top down. Now, let me see if I can show you, if you can see that better, how that chain is routed. And it goes down, it comes back up, and then I use the binder on the side of the trailer to tighten the chain. So I've used that technique a lot sometimes, but I'm not a big fan of it because it's hard on the side of the trailer, plus hard on the binder. So I think that thing is a quick disconnect for one of the front end loaders, I believe, or I think that's what it is. And then you got the little tiny bucket for the excavator right there. All right, let me see if I can get through here without falling off the trailer again. Hang on a second. All right, here's the bucket. Now, what they did is, you can see the arms of the tractor. They put the arms of the loader in the bucket, and it's actually holding the bucket down. But I still needed to put securement on the bucket, and I was trying to figure out what would be the best way, because there's the slanted angles. I couldn't run a strap just straight across. So what I ended up doing was putting a strap and an X pattern across the top. I used a piece of carpet to protect that edge right there, and then the X pattern is just kind of holding that bucket in place right there. So that's how I did this bucket here. And then you can see right there how I had to cross the chains inside there, and they're not touching right there. There's the front end loader. The whole load only weighs about 27,000 pounds, so these things aren't that heavy. And then I don't know what that is, but they threw that on there. I used a little plastic edge protectors. Now the thing of it is, when you get a load like this that has just a little bit of everything, man, you really got to take your time to find out what is going to move around and what's going to slide around. I actually had to move these around my hand by hand to find a good position, because what I ended up doing is, you see the pallet, I worked the pallet in between the edges of that bucket. It just, I don't know, it takes a lot of planning to sit there and try to get it right, so you don't have an issue going down the road. But anyway, I think we got that tight enough right there. That's going to be okay. There you can see the X on the bucket, same technique that I used on the front bucket right there. And then you look down inside there, you can see those chains. I had to cross the chains right there. So same thing in here. They put the arms of the loader inside the bucket, and they're holding the bucket down, but it's not enough to secure it to keep it from sliding around. So that was why I had to use the straps. So that's a nice little excavator. This one here got a door and everything up it, got air conditioning, pretty nice. And then back here, so one of the issues that I had today was I got through Kansas City and I had to find some parking. And as you can see in this truck stop here, it is slam full. I stopped at 2 or 3 truck stops on my way here, and it looks like they're getting ready to expand this truck stop, which would be nice because we could always use more parking. So alright, so that'll be it for today. I know I don't have too much driving video, but hey, you got to see the load. We got to hit it hard tomorrow. We got about 600 and something miles to go tomorrow, and then that's going to leave us about 200 miles for, that would be Thursday morning, and then we're going to deliver Thursday probably about noontime up in Michigan. And then I don't have a reload yet, but not too concerned because I'm not quite sure how my time's going to work out. But I'm sure we'll get something for Friday for over the weekend out of Michigan, so I'm not too worried about it. So, all right, talk to you later, and happy birthday, Teresa. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.